Feel the wires in the air tonight. Silent hands pulling tight. Every step that I defend feels like walls that never end. They say smile, play the role, hide the fire in your soul. Every rule another chain, every truth another stain. Every whisper in the crowd tells me not to scream out loud, but the pressure builds inside like a storm I cannot hide. Feel the strings against my skin. Every move a silencing. Voices echo in my head. Tell me who I should have been. I'm not your puppet on a wire. I'm not the cage that feeds your fire. Every lie you try to send pulls the leash that will not bend. Break the silence in my mind. Leave the hollow well behind. Every chain begins to bend when the rage begins to send. Every mask they force to wear, every breath inside their glare, every voice that tries to guide feels like something trapped inside. Concrete rules that shape the brain, invisible but full of pain. Through the shadows I descend till the system starts to bend. Break the strings inside my soul. Let the broken spirit roll. I'm not your puppet on a wire. I'm not the cage that feeds your fire. Every lie you try to send pulls the leash that will not bend. Break the silence in my mind. Leave the hollow well behind. Every chain begins to bend when the rage breaks in the lights on the tower, but the truth goes dim. Power in the hands of the few, not the many within. Rules in the system carved deep in the code. Truth gets buried where the silence is sold. They preach control in a polished tone, but the throne they guard was never our own. Every law another wall they defend, every chain another lie they send. Money talks while the people crawl. Watch the towers rise and the freedoms fall. Every promise another disguise. Truth gets drowned in 1,000 lies. Hear the voices in the street, feel the thunder in the beat. Every shadow starts to bend when the pressure hits the end. Break the chains of control, break the lies they sold. Raise your voice again. hooked on a twisted game. Different faces but the script's the same. Every leader wearing hollow crowns, while the truth gets buried underground. Voices rising in the crowd at night. Every spark becomes a fight. Through the chaos the message sends. Power only breaks when the people defend. Rise up, speak loud, break down, stand proud. Raise your voice again. We won't bow to them. Break the chains tonight. Bring the truth to light. Every wall will bend when the people transcend.
Awake inside a glowing screen, a silent world that feels unseen. 1,000 voices in the air, but no one's really there. Scrolling through a hollow light, day fades slowly into night. Every word I type and send feels like talking to pretend. Every face inside the glow, smiles I'll never really know. Every click another wall, watching pieces of me fall. I tried to find a peace of mind, but left myself somewhere behind. Inside the code I slowly fade, a ghost the system made. And in the end I disappear, inside the noise I used to hear. 1,000 signals in my head, but every word feels dead. I tried to fight the endless flow, but lost myself I used to know. A million lights begin to bend and break me in the end. Digital shadows fill the room, echoes humming like a tomb. Every post another mask, every answer just a task. Looking for a human sign in endless lines of coded lines, but every message fades away like memories in gray. If I shut the system down tonight, would I finally see the light? Or would silence pull me deep into the endless sleep? And in the end I disappear, inside the noise I used to hear. 1,000 signals in my head, but every word feels dead. I try Masks on faces, polished lies, rotten truth behind the eyes. Every smile a perfect show, but the poison starts to grow. Shiny words and hollow pride, moral codes they twist and hide. Every promise dressed in gold, but the truth is bought and sold. Every laugh another blade, every saint a masquerade. Through the cracks the shadows crawl, hear the silent empire fall. Behind the grin the vultures feed, every lie becomes a crave. Through the silence something screams, tearing through the plastic dreams. Smiling faces hide the decay. Truth is fading into gray. Every halo bends and breaks. In the world hypocrisy makes. We pretend to never see the sickness in humanity. Every lie we all defend will drag us down in the end. Silver tongues and empty grace, every throne a borrowed face. Through the system built on shame, every saint becomes the same. Echoes rising from the crowd, silent rage begins to grow loud. Through the cracks the fire ascends, where the mask and madness blend. Watch the kingdom start to fall. Hear the final judgment call. Through the ashes, truth will rise from the wreckage of disguise. Smiling faces hide the decay. Truth is fading into gray. Every halo bends and breaks. In the world, hypocrisy may pretend to never see the sickness in humanity. Every lie we all defend will drag us down in the end. shadow that will pass. Every moment wrapped in fire feeds the pulse of this desire. Every heartbeat in the air feels like something drawing near. Through the echoes of your name, I dissolve inside the flame. When the silence starts to break and the fragile walls all shake, every piece of who I was fades into a loved up. Change when you care. pieces of the life I left behind. I've been living a lie, there's nothing inside. I've been sleeping 1,000 years inside. Gotta open my eyes, break out of these stripes. Wake me up from the numbness that I feel inside. Save me from the darkness where I used to hide. Bring me back to the rhythm of a beating heart before the silence pulls my world apart.
My life into pieces. I've reached my final line. Suffocation, no breathing. I'm running out of iconic, distorted, breath is done. Step back from the ledge, but the ledge is all I know. Looking for a place where the shadows never grow. I'm a ticking time bomb, wired to the pain with a hurricane of static screaming in my brain. Can't find a reason, can't find a way to face the bitter ghosts of another wasted day. It's a spiral, a cycle, a hole in the wall. I'm waiting for the moment when I finally fall. Everything is heavy, everything is wrong. I've been holding on for way too long. Take me to the edge, I'm looking for the light. I'm sick of living shadows in the middle of the night.
the sickness of the mind. Feed the static, feed the screen, the digital toxin, the unseen machine. They sell you the truth in a pixelated bottle, while the ghost of the fact is throttled by the throttle. Information poison bleeding through the wires, setting every single nervous system on fire. Can't you feel the infection inside? Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The static is screaming, the logic is dying. The world is a stage for the masters of lying. Get up! Come on, get down with the sickness of lies. Look at the venom behind the digital eyes. Your sanity's breaking, your spirit is cold. Welcome to the reality they've already sold. Get down with the virus. Disconnected from the ground beneath your feet, dancing to the rhythm of a synthetic beat. They rewire your brain, they re-edit your past. How long do you think your freedom will last? Yeah, how long will it last? Don't think, just believe. Don't look, just receive. They're in your head, they're in your soul. Everything is under control. Wake up. Wake up. Grab a coffee and a lie and then you wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Spinning in a circle with a digital tie, building up a mountain of a corporate lie. Got a minute for a meeting, got a second for a breath, while we're dancing on the edge of a spiritual death. Hide the tears inside the data, hide the blood inside the ink. Don't you ever stop to wonder, don't you ever stop to think, why'd you leave the keys up on the table?
Here we go again, the ritual
Who's gonna catch them when they fall? Who's gonna answer when they call?
Little Leo was only 12, living on the 10th floor. He forgot the sound of his father's voice slamming the door. Now he's counting shadows in the alleyway late at night, trading his future for a moment of a fading light. He's a ghost in a hoodie, a name on a brick. The air in the city is getting heavy and thick. Yeah. Then the Sarah with the backpack full of broken dreams, selling her soul just to quiet down the silent screams. She used to draw flowers, now she's drawing a line between staying alive and just running out of time. The concrete is cold, the playground is gray, and the angels are looking the other way.
We're walking on glass, we're breathing in smoke. Another young heart, another chain broke.
Can you hear the sound of the world turning cold? Whoa! We are the children of the empty street, walking to the rhythm of a broken beat, searching for a heaven that we'll never find, leaving all the hope and the light behind. Whoa! Who's gonna save them now? Whoa! Who's gonna save them now?
No more heroes on the television screen. No more colors in this gray machine. We're just numbers, we're just names, lost in the middle of these wicked games.
Wake up! Children of the empty street, walking to the rhythm of a broken beat, searching for a heaven that we'll never find, leaving all the hope and the light behind. Who's gonna catch them when they fall? Who's gonna answer when they call? Want it all. Who's gonna catch them when they fall? Who's gonna answer when they call? Want it all. Whoa.
It's been a long time since I looked in my own face, without feeling like a stranger in this empty place. I've been running through the shadows, chasing after ghosts, leaving all the people that I used to love the most. And everything I broke along the jagged, lonely road is a weight upon my shoulders, such a heavy, bitter load. And I'm standing here again in the house of all my sins, wondering when the ending stops and where the hell begins. Where does it begin? It's been a while since I felt the sun upon my skin. It's been a while since I didn't let the darkness in. I'm looking in the mirror at the man I used to be, and he's screaming at the coward that is looking back at me. Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while. I found a box of
since I could stand myself. Just a little while.